It's Sunday, people. What is happening? It's your boy Ruck in the building, man. And it's a new week, which means it's almost game week. Actually, it's not almost. It is game week. It's Sunday. And now we get to point our eyes towards Arkansas, right? We had a bye week. We've been, we watched some good games. Me and Dill going to talk about the games and talk about what we think about this top 25 that just released today. But you get Tennessee football back, y'all. Like, we get what we want back. It's just the bye week is cool. Like, let's rest up. Let's get healthy. All of that stuff for us as a football team. But as fans, it's terrible. It's the worst week of the year. And guess what? We get 2 of them this year. So, and for the foreseeable future, we're going to get 2 of these things. And it's just not the best thing. But now Tennessee turns their eyes and their sights towards the Arkansas Razorbacks Saturday, 4:15 kick. I knew it would end up being an afternoon because of how bad Arkansas has been playing. I thought we were going to get a night game and pull out the dark mode uniforms, but I think now that the dark mode uniforms are exclusively for that Oklahoma game on November 1st. So we'll see what happens, though. Going to be a good week, man. Me and Dill going to dive in a little bit to Arkansas, what we think about them. But you know how we do it, man. Tomorrow is going to be the Who is Arkansas show, where we'll dive deeper into who they are, offensive, defensive schemes. It's actually going to be a little challenging now because of them firing Sam Pittman, and now Bobby Petrino is the head coach there. Fired their entire defensive staff. It's just going to be hard to put together who this Arkansas team is, but we are going to do everything we can to bring that to you tomorrow. But tonight, we just dive in. We get to talk to you guys. Everybody in the chat, light it up. Like I said, I got my man Dylan with me. You already know what it is, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. Welcome to the Sunday show. I can't really say the next day because we didn't play, but it's game week, man. Tennessee, Arkansas. Let's get it popping on a Sunday.
Tennessee's the program to keep an eye on. If you want to know which program that's not currently at the head table of college football, it's Tennessee.
Now Meshack's got to go. A fire! Fire! Wins it! Jabari Meshack wins it! He needs a strike. Burton needs a bolt. Swing and a miss! And for the first time, Rocky Top reaches the mountaintop of college baseball.
Happy Sunday, good people, man, and welcome to Straight Up Tennessee today. It's your boy Ruck in the building. Got my boy Dilly with me, man. Y'all know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Join that thing right now. Join the channel as low as $1, man. Stop buying coffee in the mornings. Go get you some, get you a Keurig, buy you some K-Cups. Make it at the house. Come join the Straight Up Tennessee family. Hop in our Discord. Get invited to all of our Straight Up Tennessee tailgates, which we have one this weekend for Arkansas. You will be invited to those. You join that channel at the premier level, you'll be invited to all of those. So, Deal, what's up, bro?
Going on, man. It's another bye week gone. We got one more left, and then on to bowl season. But I was just happy to see some frauds get exposed this weekend.
A lot of that. Your boy Ruck, I've been down for the count. Didn't think we were even gonna do the show today. But I was like, dude, this game week, bro. So let me get me some Pedialyte and get right. And no, I didn't have the stomach bug, but man, I was just weak, just weird. It's a really strange sickness. I have no idea what happened, but it was like a 2-day thing. But big week. I had to bounce back. I had to bounce back quick. Adrian, what's good? Adrian in the chat says, what up, family? What up, boy? What's happening, man? Chat, use this, man. Any questions you guys have for the night, drop them in there, man. Anything you want to say, any comments you have on college football as a whole yesterday. Dill, I want to kind of start it off like this. And I absolutely hate saying this. I do. I really, really do. But I got to call a spade, okay? Miami is the best team in college football.
Easily right now.
Carson Beck is playing like you can see Georgia was holding him back. Am I tripping?
No, you're not.
Georgia was holding that kid back. This dude looks like a top 5 draft pick the way he is playing right now. The way he is pushing the football down the field. He's not even thinking. Like, dude, he's just playing ball. And I mean, it helps to have guys like Malachi Tony, right? Like CJ Daniels. Like, it helps to have some dudes out there. But even defensively, bro, like, I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago, but Jacoby Thomas, what happened? Like, was it really just you wouldn't pay him $100K more? Right. You know, like, God, I forgot how just off the edge, even in the back end, he's not getting tested per se, but he's holding his own. But when it comes to rush defense or sending somebody on a blitz, he's getting home every time.
For sure.
He got home last year. So it's just, man, you wish you keep a guy like that. But I think Miami right now, if someone walked up to me and said, Ruck, who's the best team in college football right now? I would say Miami.
Yeah.
Ohio State ain't even in the top 5 right now. To me, watching them play it is miserable watching them play.
Yeah, it's not good, especially since their only real statement win has been against Texas, and I'm sure we'll get into that here in a minute.
Yeah, and how is that aging, right? It's the same thing as LSU's best win was Clemson, and they're 2-3.
Yep.
Like what like it doesn't age well. And so, you know, had Steve Angeli not got injured, Syracuse probably wouldn't be 500 right now. They would probably be still a 1-loss team.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it just kind of happened that way, right? You bring in Ricky Collins, and now you kind of see why the dude didn't start. Honestly. Adrian in the chat says James Franklin might be gone soon if he doesn't get a quality win. Well, Adrian, they don't have any more quality wins to have. You know, like you think about Penn, like we can dive into that. It's kind of funny to me how people are saying, you know, Nico just played out of his mind and all of this. The dude still didn't throw for 150 yards, bro. So, like, he was a running back. So, like, are we applauding the dude for being a running back?
Yeah.
That's what we're applauding him for, is for running away because he ain't got protection.
Yeah.
That's
it was just like that Iowa game, first game he started. That's really all he did.
Yeah. It's not an impressive win. I mean, you look at Penn State. Look, I'm going not talking. I mean, it's an impressive win for UCLA, granted, for everything that's going on with their program, firing their head coach, first time OC calling plays, yada yada, right? But again, deal. There's nothing to really celebrate. Brother, you're a quarterback and you had more rushing yards. That's a problem.
Yeah.
It's just Taylon Green for Arkansas. Taylon Green, you are the leading rusher for your football team. This is not good.
No.
It's not good. So, Adrian, going back to what you were saying about James Franklin, the only other signature win, I mean, like, they have 2 games, right? Ohio State, at Ohio State. They're not winning that.
Mm-mm.
And they get Indiana in Happy Valley. So, okay, let me say this. Mendoza, the kid is good. The Fernando, whatever his name is, that's a good dude. He's a good quarterback. Indiana is not good, y'all. Like, they are the mid. They're just like last year. What are we talking about? What happened last year? Same thing. It's the same thing. Like, when they start to, you look at Indiana right now. When Indiana has to go up against Oregon this weekend, now let me know. Right? Let me see after that what they talking about. Because if you look at Indiana's schedule, it's the same thing it was last year, Dylan. Their only next toughest game is Penn State. They got Michigan State, who's not very good. They play UCLA, Maryland, Wisconsin, and Purdue. What kind of Who are you playing to be ranked the number 7 team? You beat Illinois, right? At the crib, you blew them out. We all knew Illinois was not like top 25 worthy. Past that deal, you beat Old Dominion, Kennesaw State, Indiana State, and Iowa. And you barely beat Iowa. Remember, you had to run out of bounds and your quarterback took a safety, messed up everybody's spread. So, I don't know. Slick 420. What's up, Slick? He says Nico is just a glorified running back. You said it, not me. He also said the Boosters can't afford his buyout. Pretty sure they're stuck with him till 2031 at Penn State. Dang. Do you know the buyout, Slick? I'm interested. Do you know the buyout? That's crazy. 2031?
Why would you give a coach like James Franklin that big of a buyout? He's a good coach, but he is not that much.
He hasn't won anything.
Nah. He's kept them stable, and that's where Penn State needs to be. They just need to be stable, especially after everything that's happened in the last decade. But
has he won the Big Ten while he's been there?
No.
So what are they doing? That's what I'm saying. What are they doing, brother? Holy smokes.
Oh, 56 mil? What's Hype making?
We ain't got to worry about a buyout, but
golly.
56 million, bro. There's no way they're going to play. I mean, no, they're not paying that. Adrian also said yesterday also showed why Arch never started over Ewers last 2 years. He wasn't ready. I've got a buddy who's a Texas fan. And he's one of the Texas fans that's like a realist. He told me at the beginning of the year after they played their first game, he was like, dude, we're not even going to make like the playoff. He's like, this team is not good. He said defensively, we're very good, but we're going to make the defense look bad with how bad the offense is because the defense is going to be on the field all game. And I was like, dude, Arch is like going to be fine. You know, he was good in spurts last year. He said, we complained all year about Ewers being a check down merchant, and now we can't even hit check downs.
Yeah.
Like, right. And I'm like, dang, you know, that's a sucky place to be. And so, like, and he told me Sark is getting a lot of heat right now because of the way Sark has developed quarterbacks over his tenure. Look back at Alabama, what he was able to do with the quarterbacks at Bama, then getting to Texas, right? Obviously, Quinn Ewers, his first year with Ewers, like Texas, Ewers wasn't great. And they still went to Bama and won that game, right? And so, but the jump from year 1 to year 2 with Quinn Ewers with Sark was like light years.
Yeah. And
everybody's like, well, can we not see someone else other than Arch? And deal, I just don't think they will. I think the name carries a little too much to see somebody else.
Definitely does. Yeah. I think there's something to that too. Because we saw 2 instances of this last year. It was Arch and Quinn Ewers, and it was DJ Lagway and Graham Mertz. And then you go back to the year before, who was it? It was Joe Milton and Nico Iamaleava.
Yep.
And what happened? We were all waiting, just get this old guy out the building, and let's let this young cat sling it, and we're going to go win a national championship.
That's what we thought.
What's been happening?
That's what we thought.
What's been happening?
That is what we thought.
It just goes to show you how much we hype these kids up, man. It's insane. Because, I mean, you go back to the preseason, people were talking about DJ Lagway and Arch Brandon. Like they were going to be freaking.
They were the next dudes, bro. Like they were going to be in the Heisman race. Arch was number 1 in the Heisman race.
Like it was going to be Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota all over again. But
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's insane, man. But that's the way it works, I guess.
I mean, when you think about it, other than in garbage time and against bad competition, did Arch even play well last year?
Yeah.
Like,
and most of the time he got in, it was a design run.
Oh,
Every time he got in.
And now he looks slow.
Yeah.
Like, it's just the difference in how he looks is dramatic. It's so bad. Slick 420 says the backup did more by completing a pass when Arch's helmet came off.
Yeah.
That's what Dylan said yesterday. He texted us. He was like, bro, the backup looked great for one play. Said Arch was overthrowing receivers like Nico. Arch is not good, Dylan. I mean,
do you want to have a conversation on it? Because I think I know the reason why.
Bring it on, please.
You know the rise of 7-on-7?
Uh-huh.
What if that's just destroying these kids' developments in high school? Because
I think it is.
Nico was lights out in 7-on-7. Then you put him in a helmet, and all of a sudden, he don't play like he used to.
Bing, bing.
DJ Lagway.
Bing, bing.
March Manning.
Bing, bing.
I'm starting to see a pattern.
But here's what. After the Any Given Saturday Netflix documentary,
yeah,
I knew DJ Lagway was a little bit of a little like he's soft. He real soft. You know what I'm saying? Like watching that and watching the way he was just like if he makes a mistake, it's done. It's blouses. Yeah. And so, you know, I said this dude, if Texas had a 10% more on offense last night, they would have won that game.
For sure.
That's how bad they are offensively. And hey, I got to call a spade a spade. Florida's defense is playing well, but they still had dudes running wide open, and they couldn't hit them. So that was, man, if Texas had any type of offense, bro, it would have probably looked a lot different. But Florida got the win, and that's the win we needed them to get. Let's just be honest. We need Billy to stay. That's what we need. We need Sun Belt Billy to stay, brother. We need him here.
Yeah, especially after a couple of rumors that have been flying around. Sounds like that Lane Kiffin to Gainesville. It's more than just a rumor.
Yeah,
just
for sure.
Put it right there.
The check is waiting. So
it's waiting.
Slick in the chat says the difference between Joey and Arch is night and day. Joey is cool as a cucumber when it's falling apart, and Arch gets flustered like I've never seen. I think that comes with experience too, though, Dill.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Sure. Like Joey Aguilar has seen a lot of football. He's also, you know, yes, he was at Appalachian State, and people keep knocking App State for what it was. They just beat a power 4 team yesterday, right? Like App State, while they've not necessarily always been the pinnacle, I guess you can say, of college football, they just beat Oregon State yesterday. And Oregon State's not good. And I guess you can't really say they're a Power 4 school anymore because the Pac-12 is not the Pac-2 at this point.
Right.
But App State won the football game, Dylan. Like, this is a former Power 5 conference, and you win the freaking game. App State did that. And while people always are knocking App State, they play teams like North Carolina, Power 4. They play teams like Clemson, Power 4. They saw, like Joey saw that type of competition while at App State is what I'm trying to tell you guys. So while we sit here and we're like, wow, man, we didn't think Joey Aguilar was going to be like this. I knew that if the kid had talent around him, he was probably going to be great. And that's kind of what we're seeing now is the dude's got talent around him, which is making him be a lot more confident to just let the ball fly. Shoot, Dylan, he was letting the ball fly like he is now at App State. But now he just really got guys that really can go get that thing.
For sure.
So he's not going to stop doing that. Slick also says, I mean, look at Ole Miss quarterback. He was D2 and now he's balling. Yeah, Trinidad. Yeah, he's nice, bro. Simmons lost his job quick.
Oh, yeah.
He might transfer, bro. Real talk.
Golly.
He should have never got hurt. He was struggling too, though.
Yeah, he really was.
Oh, man. Dill, what you think, man? Just early impressions of Arkansas. Okay, like, obviously, there has been a huge shakeup in their team. Sometimes this is a good thing. Most of the time, this is not. UCLA had shakeup. They get a home game.
Yep.
Arkansas has shakeup and then fire their entire defensive staff. Mind you, the defensive staff that laid the blueprint out last year on how to beat Tennessee last year, let's just call it a spade. Travis Williams laid out the blueprint defensively on how to stop Nico Iamaleava because it was a visual thing. It wasn't even what they were doing. Visually, he laid out the blueprint. You fire him and his staff, and you're coming to Knoxville this week. What do you think about this team?
Yeah, this is the weirdest team in the SEC this year. I can't get a pulse on them because they start the year and they're coming out swinging. I mean, they gave Ole Miss a run for their money. And granted, that was when Austin Simmons was starting, but you fast forward a week later or 2 weeks later, and then they lose to Memphis. And it's like, okay, what am I missing here? What's going on? And slowly you see Sam Pittman gets fired. Okay, we're bringing in Bobby Petrino as OC, or not OC, as head coach. And then we're going to fire the entire defensive staff. Well, I get that kinda. I mean, their defense was struggling, but it wasn't like god awful. So, what is the ultimate plan here? Because I know Petrino is one of those guys where he gets things in his mind and he's dead set on it. But I just don't understand why you would fire your defensive staff like that, especially when you got the rest of your schedule coming up, because it is not easy for Arkansas. But I don't know, man. I think they're going to be just as good on offense, maybe even better if Pittman was kind of hindering Petrino. But as far as defense goes, man, I think we can pick them apart.
I'm not worried about that.
No.
I think they promote Chris Wilson as their defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
He's never been a defensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
He's never coached against an offense like what we're now able to do with the different splits and the different packages and the bunch sets and still spread you out when we need to. I can't wait to dive into that tomorrow because this is very interesting. This matchup is very weird because I got to give him his flowers. Like Taylor Green is one of them ones.
Mm-hmm.
He still is not the greatest thrower, but when he gets out on the run, he begins to get more and more comfortable. But let's see. Slick says, Slick said it right here. The DC that's taking over, Chris Wilson, has never coached against a high octane offense. He's stepping into a buzzsaw. Yeah. Yes is the answer. Adrian says, is this a night game? It's afternoon, Adrian. We play at 4:15. He says we should wear smoky grays or dark mode Saturday. Well, smoky grays won't get worn till New Mexico State.
Yep.
And I mean, I could see a world where we wore the dark mode uniforms just because, but I also think that that's going to be an OU thing for some reason.
Yeah, that's going to be the closest game to Halloween every year, probably.
And I think that game is literally the day after Halloween, and that's going to be a huge game. And there is no way that game is played other than 3:30 or 8 o'clock. Like that is the 7:30 kick. Like that is the game of the week, especially if that's the first game Mateer comes back. Like it's going to be pure cinema. So, Matt, what's up, Matt? He says we need a spy on Green all game. He's a grown man and can run. Again, that's the thing. He is their leading rusher, Dylan.
Yep.
That's not okay. That's not going to be good football teams. Slick says Boo Carter will be giving Green hell all game. Our defense is designed for a quarterback like this. Yeah, I think that it has been a struggle, but not as much as it had been in the past. I think the last 3 seasons, we've actually done pretty decent with running quarterbacks. There's always that 3rd and long where a quarterback goes and gets 10 or 11. I think that happens to anyone.
Yeah, it does.
But I think even last year we did good with him on the run. Like he didn't really get loose and break for 40 or 50 or anything like that.
He would get out of the pocket and he would be able to make completions is the problem.
Yeah. And Billy says Green is inaccurate with throws on the run. I see Colton having a big game. Yeah, that's honestly true. Taylor Green, for what it's worth, he can get out and run, and he wants to, but he is not great at throwing the football while on the run. He wants, if he's going to deliver the ball, this is what he did last year. We could, again, pressure rate was higher, but we weren't finishing last year. So he was able to sit in that pocket and dot balls to Austin Armstrong, and he just kept catching them, just dot. So I do agree with you, though. I see Colton Hood having a big game, definitely. Matt says Billy Hood is the man, and then Slick says, not to mention Jermon McCoy will probably be back, and he will be ready to make a statement. Dylan, if we get news early this week, really tomorrow at 12:30 when Josh Heupel meets with the media, that Jermon McCoy is playing football Saturday, that just changes everything for me mentally. It's like Hood and McCoy, and now you've got a seasoned freshman in Ty Redmond who can come spell snaps anytime. This is what we wanted all year. Yeah. This is what we wanted all year. And I don't think we thought we would have to get Ty in there as early as we did. I thought he was going to play. You heard about Ty Redmond all fall camp.
Right.
But you didn't. I don't think any of us thought he would be playing as much as he's had to so far. So if you hear Jermon McCoy's name and you see on Wednesday on the injury report that he's questionable,
it's gonna get ugly.
It's gonna get wicked, boy. Hey, bro, it's gonna get wicked. All I gotta see is questionable. That lets me know that, brother, he's probably gonna play.
Right.
It could get wicked quick, dude. If he plays, really, how do you see the rotation? Right? Like, is he on a minutes restriction, or is it more of a, play till you're tired and let us know? Like, what do you think?
Honestly, I think if he sees the field in the first drive, I feel like he's going to play all 4 quarters. Because Jermon's just one of those dudes where you're not going to pull him.
You can't. Yeah, right. Yeah.
So if he goes out there and he does get a little tensed up, then yeah, absolutely pull him. But man, if he goes out there first drive, I want him, corner number 1. I want Hood across from him. Keep Boo in the slot, and then we can rotate J-Mac wherever we need him. And then your safeties would stay the same, obviously, but that's a no-fly zone right there, dude.
Period.
You can't touch that.
Bro, that just gets my blood flowing thinking about that, bro.
Absolutely.
Like, oh, man, that could be crazy. Let me go up here. Let's see. Hitting the chat. Matt says, totally jacked up about McCoy coming back. Do you think that will change our safety? Nah, that's not going to change anything in the back end. I think you're still going to see Idris and Andre. And then every now and then you'll see Caleb Beasley kind of float back there. But, yeah, I don't think that changes anything like in the deep back end. Billy asked Dill, how you feeling about us being at 12?
I'm just happy we moved up and didn't stay the same like we had the last 2 weeks. But
the disrespect.
Yeah,
that top 25 is weird, man. Like it's what I expected, but like,
yeah,
dang, I didn't think like Texas would get booted all the way out. Like, God dang.
Penn State too.
Yeah,
and Vandy only dropped to like what was it, 17?
20.
Okay. Yeah, that was super weird to me, but I'm not complaining because we've been talking all season about Penn State and Texas just being the biggest frauds. But
yeah, and Iowa State too. I mean, but then you saw that fight, and I think that was just a product of a sluggish start on the road. Dill, I wanted to run this by you, and I know this has nothing to do with anything that we should be talking about, but I was thinking about this. This has now been 2 things that have happened over the last course of a few weeks, and I'm going to hit the chat once we talk about this.
Okay.
Penn State travels to the other side of the country and gets – the score doesn't give it the score of the final score of the game doesn't give you the picture of how bad. Like UCLA beat the snot out of them, right?
That was a terrible game.
Stanford went to North Carolina or somewhere, Clemson or something, and lost. Why are we putting teams on the complete opposite side of the country in conferences that make zero sense? And now people are complaining about it. James Franklin in a press conference is like, the travel, I think that has to do with brother. We can't really.
Travel ain't got nothing to do with Drew Allen not being able to complete a 10-yard pass. But
hey, that dude is. He been sorry though.
Yeah,
He's sorry.
Terrible. I never got the hype.
No, me neither. Sam Schrock says he didn't participate in team activities. I'm assuming he's talking about Jermon last week. Probably unlikely. Yeah, we'll see. Adrian says, looking ahead, if you had to pick 2 positions to focus on to get in the transfer portal next season, what would they be? To focus on, man, I would definitely say the DB room because you're going to lose Jermon McCoy and Colton Hood. You need some big time transfers because 2 back-to-back seasons, guys. Remember, Jermon McCoy's first season as a Vol was last year. Impact instantly. Colton Hood's first year as a Vol this year. Impact instantly, right?
Yep.
I'm going to say the corner and defensive back room as a whole, because you're losing Andre Turrentine, which I know, like, everybody hating on Andre Turrentine. Andre Turrentine is a whole lot like Jalen McCullough. Like, Jalen McCullough was one of the guys. Tank was, like, always, like, almost there.
Right.
But now he's, like, one of the best safeties in the NFL at a young age. Like, and so it's so strange that, you didn't see that type of production. But the NFL, as far as how plays are called and things happen, is just a little bit slower. It's easier to process in the NFL, whereas in college, the game just moves faster, right?
Right.
So, Dill, I would say the cornerback room and I mean, if you don't
you want me to say my 2 and come back to you?
Probably receivers, but go ahead.
Yeah. I was going to say safeties specifically because, as C2 has been saying all season, we just have not been good in the back end. But if we can get a veteran safety, specifically a free safety, I think Idris Farouk is going to take another huge step in the offseason. He's just going to be that much better next season. But if we can get a good veteran free safety, that would make me very happy. And then on the offensive side of the ball, we need to get another tight end, a veteran tight end that is going to be good for us because Ethan Davis has shown that he has been banged up and he takes a while to get healthy, to put it to you like that. As far as Miles Kitselman, I know he's going to be gone next season. And I do think that Deshaun Brame and Jack Van Doorslayer can get it in, but
yeah,
we've also seen guys not hit their stride until their junior or senior year here. So just to be safe and get a safety net, I would love to take another tight end.
I would like to do that as well, mainly just because you thought you lucked out with Holden Stays, but he didn't stick around. You definitely lucked out with Miles Kitselman, right? Ethan Davis can be that dude, but he hasn't been able to stay healthy.
Yep.
I agree with you. We need to go and get somebody and then be a dude. And I don't know, man, there's always something too, Dylan, about getting that that junior or senior running back that's just played a lot somewhere else and is willing to and is willing and okay to split carries. Right. Like you see the impact Star Thomas is having. Just being able to split carries and still be dynamic. So good question, Adrian. Sam says we're top 3 in the SEC with McCoy, Hobbs, and Moy all back. Just got to play clean football and we will win games. It's crazy. We've been winning games and we've not really been that clean defensively.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, Ruck will be back, y'all. Just give him a second. His internet's been choppy today.
I'm back.
There you go. All right.
I left the studio. I don't know what I
Oh
was.
yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Adrian, I think we need more defensive linemen. Is my internet choppy?
It is a little bit. You've been going in and out, but it's not like a big deal. It's been like a second.
Okay, sweet. Adrian says, I agree, Matt. Duke went to Cal and whipped them. They did. That was on my parlay. But I saw enough of Duke when they beat the snot out of Syracuse. I was like, okay, Darian Mensah's figured it out. Like,
Yeah.
we knew he was good from Tulane, but we didn't know like how good. Now we know, like he's a dude.
Right.
Is Hobbs potentially coming back for Arkansas? Hobbs will be back.
Mm-hmm.
He posted about it last week, just excited to be back. So yeah, he's playing football this week.
Right.
Sam also says, I think you always look for good experienced offensive linemen. Moy and Pendleton have been big. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they scouted those guys well, right? Sam Pendleton was one of the highest recruited guys of Heupel's first few years here in Knoxville. Like he was on visits like every other week, it felt like, and for some reason he chose Notre Dame, but there was Sam Pendleton wanted to be a Vol forever.
Right.
And I think it was just Notre Dame at the time was maybe offering a little more bread for him to come up there.
We still had recruiting sanctions and all that stuff too.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff that we were still working through, but he's home, man. He's right where he needs to be. Adrian said D-line depth and wide receiver. Our wide receiver room is about to get wicked, bro.
Yeah.
Legend Bay is a dude. If we can figure out how to keep all of these guys somehow, man, oh man.
Scary.
Matt says Heupel definitely doesn't go crazy in the portal, but he definitely knows how to pick. That's the thing. And that's the thing that honestly pisses Dylan off the most is there's all of these guys that we're like, why?
Yeah.
And then like we get Jermon McCoy and we're all like, why?
Right.
And then we're like, oh,
that's one.
Trust Heupel, right? Trust this staff. It's the way they evaluate. You know, like it's unlike any other. Like, you know, you look at the big dogs, like, you know, and I'm thinking your Texases of the world, Georgia, even Alabama, right? They're just chasing the talent.
Right.
They're chasing the name and talent, and they can use their brand to attract that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about their story. They don't care about their background. They don't care about how they could fit into this team. Heupel cares about that, man. It's important to this. I think it's important to our locker room because of the culture that's being built.
Yeah.
Like,
for sure.
If you can't fit in with this team, it's like they're not even going to take a shot on you, you know?
Yeah.
So,
and then you look at guys like Miles Kitselman, who came out of JUCO and went to Alabama, and he played like 7 snaps his whole career at Alabama, and they were all special teams.
Yeah.
And then he comes in and he just flips the switch and he turns into one of the best tight ends in the country. And then when Nico leaves and everything, he steps up as a leader. I mean,
right.
You can't make that up. But that's just huge. No.
This is a good one here, Deal. Let's think about this for a second. Matt says, speaking of the portal, who do y'all think will leave other than the obvious one? Well, the obvious one is Boo Carter. I don't think there's any way he's involved next year.
Yeah.
Unless, you know, something wild happens. But if he asks for more money, we're not giving it to him. And I think he's out. Jake Merklinger, probably.
Absolutely.
Dude, you had your shot. I think that's the sucky part for him is he had a shot. And even in the time he's played, bro, it's bad.
Yeah, I think he more than likely ends up getting asked to leave before he transfers himself. But yeah, I mean, it's just such a hard thing to predict, especially at this point in the season. But the transfer portal season is legal tampering. That's all it is. Like, there's gonna be coaches calling people. Like last year, I can say this now, but Arian Carter was getting calls directly from Lane Kiffin, trying to get him down there to Ole Miss. But there's a lot of that stuff that goes on, and it's a headache, and it's hard to keep all these guys, but that's part of the reason why we don't go after a lot of guys, because we're more focused on keeping the guys that we got. But just giving that outlook.
Yeah.
I
I
Jake
think,
and Boo.
yeah, Jake Boo. I mean, I can see a guy like Jordan Burns, transferring
Yeah.
out. I can see some of the younger guys, Dylan Lewis, Trey Poteet, some of those guys who just couldn't crack the depth chart early. Sidney Walton, maybe.
Yeah.
I can see some of those guys, maybe. I don't
Cole
know.
Harrison or
Yeah,
something like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. Like I don't know. Hey, whoa. What do you think about that one?
I don't see a reason why he would leave. Because if Deshaun Bishop keeps playing, he's going to have the opportunity to go pro.
Yeah,
Same with Star Thomas. He's going to be RB1 next year if he keeps doing what he's doing. But
yeah, I could see a world where he's upset though, but it's
sure.
on him. He ain't blocking.
Yeah.
If he was better in pass pro, Peyton Lewis would be on the field, bro. You couldn't keep him off the field if he could pass pro.
No. Another problem with him is he doesn't pick the right running lanes a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see that with like Starr and Bishop because they'll sit back and they'll take the ball, but they'll just stand there sometimes. They won't just rush straight to the line. But they'll just stand there and wait on the hole to open up. Peyton Lewis doesn't do that. And he is a bigger back, so I understand why he thinks he can get away with it. Just trying to get that push from the offensive line. But yeah, he's got to work on some things before he can get starting reps.
For sure. I feel like this is a wake the SEC up type of week for Tennessee.
For sure.
I think that we can do something this week. I don't think Notre Dame's any better than we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they went to Arkansas and put it on them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I think we got a shot to put up as many points as we want and do whatever we want this week. This is a week where you try things. If they work, cool. If they don't, let's go to the next play. Let's try some things and let's just get back right. We're healthy. We're healthier than we were 2 weeks ago. And I think it's go time, bro. I think this is a week where offensively you don't have a lull, right? Like punch them in the mouth 4 quarters, bro. Let's not have that second quarter or that middle 8 lull where Joey Hill's still getting the football where it needs to go, but it's a drop.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't want any of those. Like let's just be consistent. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, how you feeling, man? Before I don't want to dive in too deep, bro. I think this is great for the Sunday show. We're about to wrap because I think if I start talking too much, we already into tomorrow.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you got to remember that this is a revenge game. And I want to let everybody know I scoured Joey's Instagram this week. He ain't been in LA all weekend, so y'all ain't got to worry about that. But, it's just going to be a weird game, man. But I feel like this could also be a game where we just have fun. We don't have to stress about it. We don't have to worry. That's a broken football team, man. They fired half their staff, and let's just go out there and have fun with them.
Mm-hmm.
Try the things out. Put some younger guys in that you think maybe deserve some more snaps. Let's get Jordan Ross out there a little bit more, But let's just go out there, have fun, pin your ears back, and let's just lay it out on them.
I'm with you, bro. It's going to be a good week, man. We back live tomorrow night, 8:30 Eastern, 7:30 Central for the Who Is Arkansas show. And then y'all know, man, the week is firing up. We back tonight. Obviously, tomorrow's 8:30. Wednesday night, we'll be live. It's going to be an interesting night because I'll be traveling. So we'll try to make Wednesday still happen like always. But then, obviously, we'll have the One More Day episode for you guys on Friday. So, Deal, you got anything else, bro, before we wrap up?
Go Vols.
Go Vols, baby. Hey, y'all, for my guy Dylan, it's your boy working the building, man. We can't wait to be back with you live tomorrow evening for the Who Is Arkansas show. I'll have all the boys back with me. It'll be me, Deal, C2. I don't think Selly's going to be there, but we'll get these guys back. We'll have by the numbers. We'll have our scouts. It's gonna be an interesting scout, like I said earlier. This is gonna be very interesting because how much of this philosophy is changing, I don't know, but we'll see. So we'll dive in and we'll see. But thank y'all for tapping in with us tonight. We love y'all. We appreciate it, man. It's Straight Up Tennessee, baby. We'll see you live tomorrow night for the Who Is Arkansas show.